Hey guys, this is Nathan Pennington from RunDreamAchieve.com. This video is going to be how to run faster longer, and that question is definitely going to revolve around truly how bad you really want to compete and to race, regardless if it's a 5K through the marathon distance. How to run faster longer involves a great deal of commitment. It's not something that if you really want to do great at this sport, and I'm just speaking from my own experience, you got to be immersed. You got to be totally involved in whatever time it is you want to run. If it's if you have a time goal in mind, how to run faster longer is about persistence in training. It's about being fully immersed in what you're doing and not just being interested in wanting to run faster, but being fully committed to doing it. And there's going to be some tough times. You're going to have times where in training where you're seriously questioning if one, you have the talent or the capability to run faster for longer periods of time, because it involves such a great deal of patience. I was the same way earlier on in my career, where if you don't believe in delayed gratification, if you don't have the patience to see the results come, you're never going to truly see what you're really capable of doing. It takes weeks, months, and oftentimes it takes years to get to the higher levels of competing. And how to run faster longer involves spending a great deal of time running far faster than you're wanting to race at. I mean, my background is, I started off when I was 15 years old getting involved in track and field. Never envisioned myself ever running the longer distances like the 10K up to the marathon distance. But I found a huge, I just had an enormous love for it. And now it's even more fulfilling for me to help other athletes do more than what I did. It doesn't matter what times I've run. Obviously, it's what I've been taught and the fundamentals and strategies I've been taught over the years. I have to give that back. I have to help you get to a point where you're competing at the highest level possible that you can possibly attain. And I got to be honest. When I was in college, I never thought I would be running the marathon, but I did. At the time, this was 1998, or was it 99? It was 1999, where I was thinking about running the NAIA, which Malone University, which my undergrad, we were at NAIA school. Now they're NCAA Division II. But they had a half marathon qualifier where if you ran an hour and 15 minutes or faster, you qualified for the NAIA National Championships in the marathon distance. I ended up never running the marathon in college, but I did run the half marathon time trial, and I still remember it was in Cleveland, and I ran 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 41 seconds, I think was the exact time. And, at the time, I needed, the Olympic trials B standard was 2 hours and 22 minutes. So I'm thinking, man, how on earth can I run, a 1:11 half marathon back to back? I got to do it twice. Right now I'm at the point where I can't even run one half marathon in an hour and 11 minutes. And I need to run two of them back to back to earn an Olympic trials qualifying standard. And, that was in 1999. And it wasn't until 2007 that I actually ended up doing that. I ran 2 hours and 19 minutes and 35 seconds, which I think was, when I did that, my PR for the marathon, I hit the half at 1 hour and 7 minutes and 6 seconds, and I came back the second half in an hour and 12 minutes and 26 seconds. So you have to think long term. You have to think it's not just going to be, if you want to, how to run faster longer, you got to have a long term mindset and a long term approach to getting to a point where you can hold fast paces for long periods of time, and don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen in the first couple months. I didn't make huge gains as a marathoner I debuted for the marathon in 2002, and it wasn't until 2007 that I was able to go from 2 hours 43 minutes to 2 hours 19 minutes. There were a lot of failures along the way, and I don't even necessarily think of them so much as failures. It was, you know, success in distance running, and if you want to run faster or longer, you got to believe in the process, and the process is the part of training that nobody sees. It's all the setbacks. It's all the failures along the way, or so-called failures. It's the challenges. It's the things that'll really test your mindset and test you physically. But I think if asked, how to run faster longer, I always tell people that ask me questions about 5K to marathon distances is how bad do you truly want it? Because if it's a very difficult goal, very difficult pace that you're going after, you have to fully commit to it and don't just be interested. I mean, you look at anybody that's successful, they are immersed. It's almost they're fanatical about what they're doing, and I think that's really important. I mean, it's stay humble and look at the people that are succeeding. They're not. It's not like they've never experienced bad races or they've never been able to hold their goal pace for the entire distance. They've had the world's best distance runners. Kenny Bekele of Ethiopia is a perfect example. Here's a guy that's run 2 hours, 3 minutes, 3 seconds for the marathon. I think that's the third or the fourth fastest time in history. And the running community, if you're ever on the website letsrun.com, I mean, they just beat this guy up. But because he's had like 4 or 5 DNFs or did not finishes in the marathon, and this guy's never going for easy times. I mean, this is one of the world's top distance runners. So expect some people to be naysayers. Expect some negativity. Your job is to, one, associate yourself with winners. Listen to positive either podcast or audiobooks or just anything positive. Associate with winners, people that are going to support you and believe in you and believe in your goal. And most importantly, you got to believe in yourself. How to run faster, longer is about fully committing to racing, to whatever race goal it is. I don't know if it's a 5K goal or 5K pace or a 10K or even if you're thinking even higher, like a marathon or an ultra marathon. Fully commit to that and believe in yourself, and don't expect just a smooth sailing the whole way. Like I said, there were plenty of humbling races, to say the least, that I've had over the years since 1992 when I first started running, all the way up until about 2014 for me. And now, I'm trying to get myself back in shape. I got my nephew that's running the 2019 Army 10 miler, so now my mindset's kind of sparked a little bit of interest to see what I can do at age 42. So I've been doing it now for 27 years, but I really get a lot of satisfaction in helping people like you, professionals like yourself, that want to run faster, longer, and have that as a goal. And it's one thing to go out and run easy, but it's an art form to run fast for long periods of time, and it takes a great deal of commitment and focus. So I wish you all the best. I hope this video has been helpful in some way, and I love sharing my experiences. But I think, again, I bring this up on RunDreamAchieve and in all my videos that and I'm new to making videos. I just started in late December, and my wife's been telling me for years, you need to get online and start making videos and help people. There's so much that can help other people. Get out of your comfort zone. Do the things that, for me, this is getting out of my comfort zone. I've been writing on RunDreamAchieve.com for a little over 7 years, and for whatever reason, just now started making videos. So get out of your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I hope this video has been helpful, and look forward to hearing your results.